without an actual qualification.
That's a good point. I didn't consider that.
Yeah,
but we
fair.
have got 7 guns, Harry, as you would say, on the CT pistol. That's an exciting prospect.
You like counting them? Or
Yeah, it's kind of a Henry speciality, but it's something that we do together. We always like to keep track of how many guns are in. And
how
the
many
dualies,
bullets?
Yeah, exactly. And like the dualies throw that through a bit of a loop, right? Because there's 2 of them. When are they going to add dual other guns, like MP9s?
Dual MP9s would bang. It's already arguably the best gun in the game. Let's get 2 of them out there.
no, I'm good.
Yeah, I think we're probably
As a
fine.
professional player, I'm good, thank you.
Well, here we go then. The first interaction, the first frag going down. It's towards Dark, and there it is. The first lobotomy has been gifted to Breno. Insani falling back, and we are ready to enter the B bomb site here. It's a solid defense so far. It's going to be dropped, scrambling back towards the platform. G2 with some solid leverage on the bomb site. Difficult one to retake now. Got those dualies, no kits, a flashbang, 2 players coming in from Dark. This could be a complicated one in the 4-on-3, Mr. Russell.
I was going to say you need a hero play from Exit, but he goes down immediately, and it seems like Pistol Round goes in favor of G2.
G2. Oh dear. It's a comprehensive victory of that. MIBR don't really get a look in. And now, a lot of teams I'm noticing, Stan, are force buying in the second round. MP9 seem to come out with Kevlar. Are you feeling that meta right now?
Definitely. This tournament, I mean, we've been practicing at NA, but over this tournament, I feel like we lost the most anti-forces that I could remember, and it just seems like, yeah, that's the meta right now. Buy MP9 and trust in the gun. It's way overpowered right now.
I would say it might be more map dependent. I suppose Anubis doesn't necessarily lend itself to it. Like Nuke and Inferno make a lot of sense. I can understand why MIBR are saving now for the rifles in the follow-up round. They've gone for a little bit of a stack. Sometimes this can work out. It's Pro League after all. These sort of rounds do get a little bit goofy and wacky at times. They've gone for the full tank structure at the fountain.
Do you notice how these stacks just keep moving along the A-bomb site? Earlier,
yeah, you're right.
Earlier in the meta, it was more on the left, and it's working.
They've got an AK. They've got a 5-on-3.
It's great that he just threw that AK back, because he's sure
toast.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, looks like it should be handled, but still an exciting prospect. Soon. Yeah, you're right. I always do that. It's kind of a problem I have. People don't really like it that much.
Henry does love to call a round over before it's over.
It's one of my things.
All right, really nice detail there from Snacks, saving an extra 5 seconds on that smoke, and now Manessi's kind of doing the same thing. He has an extra piece of util that could secure the round for them, but spacing is going to be important here for MIBR. That's the only way I see him coming back into it, and the utility is slowing them down way too much.
Oh, that's a rough nade to try and break it open as well.
Save the AK maybe this stage, if that's even possible. Breno, get the hell out of there, friend. They've done pretty well. All things considered, full eco, you get 3 kills, you pressure the economy, and if you win this follow-up round with an extra AK-47 as well, you've been in a great position here. Stan, am I wrong in saying that this is the most T-sided map in the pool right now? I say it a lot. Would you consider it to be that case?
I feel like the game is just T-sided.
Okay,
I feel like you can say that about every map, but to answer your question, I would argue yes, honestly. It's just so hard to defend both A and B. And then, you know, mid is also just crazy because you can blow the smokes, you can boost over them.
Are you calling a new CT setup each and every round? Are you trying to condition certain pressure on different bomb sites of the CT, then go for those kind of excursions down the canals?
My style is, you know, you gotta kind of take the fight to them. I don't like to just sit back, because this is the kind of map where if you sit back, you're gonna get completely just outmaneuvered. It's just too easy to bait you out with utility. You don't know what's going on, so you have to take space somewhere.
Yeah, it seems like CT's now are at least more willing to push down canals, smoke through the rugs, the steps at the start, and actually apply some pressure. This is quite a conservative approach from MIBR. Didn't have all the utility on this third round rifle. We have got G2 slowing things down, pretty much a default across the map. Looking to get a player in towards Dark. It's going to be Snacks, Molotov in.
It seems very defaulty for MIBR, but they have a game plan, it seems, to clear mid out in the mid round with their rifles, and it seems to be a good timing if they can catch Snacks, which he cannot. And now Hunter is aware of the push. Yeah, this is just, you know, experience is shining through. The fact that Hunter is aware of a potential second player being there is great. And now they're just slowing the round down in a 5v3.
Oh dear,
and
don't speak too soon.
This is what the caster's curse is, right?
Yeah, this is it. You just experienced it firsthand.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Breno, he's stepping up.
Dude, Breno's got on a tear all of a sudden. G2 are like pretty handedly looking to win this round. And suddenly that double push in through Dark
And bear in mind the economic damage inflicted as well with those USPs. If G2 loses this round, they're going to be in a dire situation. 2-on-2 though. It's going to be Breno and Insani. AK-47s coming in tandem here. One towards Heaven, one at the cameras. It's looking good though. Nico still alive with flashbangs aplenty. They've got 4 in total, and here comes the Doctor himself. Should spot Breno in a second and doesn't win the fight. The AK comes out on top, but here comes Nico looking at the clutch.
What do you guys got taking this one?
Nico, he's the boss. He's
Yeah,
the king.
he's got the bomb to play around as well.
Oh,
Just
good flashes.
like forcing Insani to get off.
Yeah.
Love that.
He's got him in his pocket right now. He ain't going to peek you again. He knows what you're up to. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, well done.
Very well played from Nico. Should probably take him down as well. As you might expect, solid round. Great start here. Recovering from that difficult round against the USPs. It should be an eco, at least a partial buy for MIBR. 4-0 looking very likely. MIBR off to a rough start here on their own map pick. A lot of people asking in chat who's casting. We've got myself, Henry G, Harry Russell, and Stanislaw from Wildcard. So that's that. It's a first time we've had a pro here all week. It's taken us a while. It's the last game of the group, but it's an absolute honor to have you with us, Stan. You're enjoying yourself so far.
So far, yeah, it's a lot faster paced than I expected, but
Yeah.
I'm having fun. You know, I feel like I'm missing a lot, but I'm trying my best to focus here.
I can keep the mini-map up here for you as well. Get a bit more of a bird's eye view.
They have, is this a hero op currently that was purchased by Branson maybe for Safi?
Yes, it looks like that's exactly what's being deployed.
How do you guys feel about this kind of thing? Because for me, it just seems...
You normally end up saving it,
right,
which is fine, right? So you like kind of gamble where you think they're going to go. If you can find a couple of opening picks and you've stacked A, if it all falls apart, normally you can get away with saving the AWP, which I've noticed seems to happen more often than not. But it looks like we're going towards A. There is a bit of a stack here. The 5.7s can do some work. The 5.7 seems like the best pistol in the game right now, if you ask me.
Definitely. I think don't underestimate the Tech 9, at least on T side for me, but you know, oh, nice little head block from Insani.
Oh, it actually is pretty decent. How much effect does that have in CS2? Is it more significant than CSGO? The body blocks of the smokes?
No, the smoke is just so big and poofy that it honestly doesn't really matter if you miss it. You have a lot more leeway now.
Okay, well, it looks like it's Mac 10. Delivers the goods. 5-on-2, and like we said, he's going to have to save that AWP now.
He's fired 1 bullet, so they are aware of the AWP.
Okay.
And they are for sure going to hunt.
Hunter sniffing at his prey, how is it?
I think the thing that's scary is that, like, usually you're hoping you've at least got a couple of kills with the other, you know, like, pistols you've upgraded on. So they don't really want to hunt, but because it's 5 alive and you still got Mac 10s in play, yeah, bro, send them out.
Right. That's just very disappointing to watch for me personally. You know, you buy the op, you want the op to be the hero. You need to make an aggressive play, and you just, you know, you shot 1 bullet, and now you don't have an op going into this gun round. Unless you're going to glass cannon, of course. But yeah, you have to make a better plan, I think.
Not the start they were looking for. No tactical timeout called either. Just got to roll with it. CT side. And we'll see what they're going to present next. It looks like we're getting up some utility towards B early. Molotov to deny any sort of pressure from the CT side. We have got Breno. Maybe pushed back by the utilities. Monacy, one of the best to ever do it on Anubis. Some iconic moments in this bomb site especially. They've actually got some space. They have no idea. No one covering the push through. Everyone a little bit too tentative on the bomb side. They will make up for it. Plug some of the holes here and bring it back to a 4-on-4.
Keep in mind, this is just a default. MIBR was really, you know, playing extremely passive. G2 was just going for a simple pick, and they got it. And now, you know, they have all of the map to work with, essentially.
Do you like the slowdown in these moments, right? Like, you don't try to follow through with it. You kind of got that opening pick, so now I guess you're like waiting to see what the reaction is.
Oh yeah, I feel like that's when I call at my best. You know, just slowing the round down, making them stress. Sometimes doing nothing is better than doing something.
God, there's already so many good little sound bites here. This is perfect. Malbs, even with the Mac 10, still handing out lobotomies.
Well, it looks like Safe will at least bring it back to a 3 versus 3, but it does feel like G2 have got them in their pocket right now. In towards Dark, we've got heavy pacing behind this one. Smoke towards the tempo. Breno needs to deliver the goods. Needs at least 1. He looks like he's out of position. Gets some dinks, some good damage. But essentially a 2 versus 1 now. Safe will be retaken from the canals. And he doesn't have much to work with, hoping that someone oversteps the mark here. They may come looking, but I don't think they will. They're going to stuck up in the bomb site.
I feel like if it was a closer game in terms of scoreline right now, he might want to go for it. But yeah, they're about to be down 5-0 and... Oh!
Close.
Almost. I'm just going to start saying things. When I start saying things or you guys start saying things, it seems that things start to happen.
Oh, it's easy to curse CS2, especially a Pro League. Anything can happen. Anything will happen. But Safe will save the AWP at this stage. Snacks is on the honey. He's actually heading towards the rugs.
Even saying that statement, Henry, is scary enough. We'll save the AWP. Well, allegedly.
Well, you never know.
It's looking good. He'll get out with that at least. So they managed to carry it forward for a change. 5-0. I know we say that T-sides are good here on Anubis, but this is stellar. It literally couldn't be better for
It's too good of anything.
Yeah. It's kind of starting to get a little bit worrying for MIBR.
Another partial buy, I believe, as well. We've just got that maximum loss bonus for MIBR, so that's like, yeah, some SMGs, some 5.7s. You've got the safe AWP. He might have to be a little bit more active, holding towards A main aggressively. Could get boosted in towards the back of B as well. Going to be channeling his efforts towards middle, and hopefully looking for a boosted player.
Yeah, we need to see him go for a play here. You can't just sit mid holding the smoke. You gotta, I want to see you go for a mid pick and then run back to A or run back to B. Just make them scared of your presence,
Yeah, absolutely true. He takes a bit of damage, though. It's going to dissuade his efforts towards middle, back towards Temple. And going to be making the long run back towards B. However, Maubs deep behind enemy lines here. Got A main control. Smoke's going down towards B. Monacy patrolling the key angles as well. CTs do have an inkling here, but it will be the first shot going in favor of Monacy. That's the AWP removed. And whether Maubs will go for the backstab now, Snack still has the bomb in T-spawn. What do you think about this pixel gap? How useful is it? I haven't actually tried it yet. Is it allowing you to see players rotating towards Temple?
I haven't tried it either, but it seems like everyone's using it now, so maybe I should.
Every game I see, I just don't know exactly. Oh, that's a perfect way to look at it. Okay, so you can see numbers crossing between camera and Temple, I assume. You're not like looking to shoot anyone through it necessarily.
Yeah, it's just like the free info, I think. I'm like, oh, there's someone mid, so now I know that I'm going to be taking a fight.
Definitely favors the T though way more, right? Because he can start spamming the wood door if he does see one cross, but you can't see the if you're from the CT perspective.
They've gamble stacked the A bomb site, and G2 are just getting ready to go B. This is so unfortunate. You just get a kill back in return, and they're going to plant, and you can't really justify going for this one. You've got the AK picked up in the hands of Exit. You've got Drop still on the AWP. They're just going to hold on. This is not the most exciting game for your commentary debut. I'm apologizing for that.
Well, you know what I don't understand is they're shooting well. Like, Branson was aiming really well. I feel like a couple of others are too. And they're just playing so passive. They're just sitting back and not doing anything. I feel like that's not even the Brazilian style for me. You want to be aggressive. You want to make your plays and just hit your shots. I feel like they need to take attack and talk about that.
Yeah, where are the tactical timeouts?
Yeah, it is a little concerning that there hasn't been one yet. Also, I think the fact that this was like the map that they ended up winning over Spirit on, right? So you were hoping to see a little bit more depth right now from MIBR. I wonder if it's also feeling a bit awkward because they've had the AWP a couple of times now, but hasn't been able to actually find anything with it. And I don't know what the best way to try and bring him into the fold is, because they are trying to have him go for these early picks. We just haven't seen them actually connect yet for MIBR.
This is the round.
This is the round.
This is the
just
one.
On a feeling.
We've got some nice weaponry here. We've got a nice little AK-47. The AWP's waiting to come online. We all know it will. And if they can still bring this back to 6-6.
If they lose this round, can I scream pause at them? Will they hear me?
I don't think...
I don't know if that's okay, but...
well, I mean, we can give it a go.
At the end of the day, I mean... You are a free human, like
something
you can
aggressive
do that.
is finally happening. There we go.
Here it is. It's all looking good. Gets away with murder as well.
There you go.
And there's the AWP too.
See what happens when you make things happen for yourself.
Yeah.
It pays off.
Builds
a little confidence.
Oh, you do have to deal with Hunter. He almost found a gap in towards B, but the bomb's still down back in spawn. Maubs might look for a gap here as well. Threading the needle. Good position though, waiting on the other side. Exit, going to be spammed, but no damage taken. If Maubs can find a pick here, could be enough to ruffle some feathers, but feeling the pressure now of the utility. CT's surely got this one in the bag. But you never know.
The lobotomist is still alive, and so is the hunter. And I'd do it again. I'm sorry, Hunter.
That was building to be a sick line as well, Stan, man. Oh, that would have been so good.
Have we seen a lot of 2v5s happen this tournament, or not really? I've had a few 2v4s in my...
Yeah, we've certainly... 2v4s, I feel like, have actually been pretty common. As crazy a statement as that is. 2v5s often feel a little too far gone. Like right now, you have to break through 3 to get into this A-bomb site.
Pretty,
and those guys on B ain't moving a muscle.
Pretty potent duo though. Malbs and Monacy, M&M's getting ready to deploy themselves in the bomb site. I feel like they're going to save, so maybe we should reel this one in for now.
Reel it in.
Come back in.
MIBR on the board.
They are.
They did what Stan wanted. He wanted some kind of agency taken at the start of the round. A bit of MIBR deciding how that first fight goes down.
Brazilian flair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they did it perfectly. It was a very simple play. One rifle pushing the bridge, Opper covering him, and they got 2 picks for it. I think you can tell that, you know, their game plan early on that first buy round when they had M4s, it was the same play that we just saw. But in that first gun round that they had, they lost the M4 fight to a MAC-10 against Snack. So I feel like that might have derailed their game plan and their confidence right away. But now, hopefully, they can build some momentum.
We got a timeout. And it's called by MIBR. It's all coming together. I will just say as well, the mailbag is open, Harry. If you've got any questions for Stanislaw, you'd like to throw them our way, we have a full eco, something like that, you can get involved. It's EPL mailbag at efg.gg or !mail in the chat to get that for a copy and paste. So, Harry, we'll keep your eyes on the mailbag, right? Just in case we get any bangers. Any bangers that come through, we might ask them.
You can just do it all, can't you? You're a director.
Yeah,
you're watching email. You can observe.
It's kind of the Swiss Army knife.
Yeah. Kind of the army knife in a way. G2, they have 6 rounds. MIBR finally get on the board.
Do you guys think they should do another aggressive play?
I hope they do. I think one of the things as well is that Drop is still pretty new to being the captain of this team. Right? So maybe early on, that's why the game plan got ruffled a little bit. But now they're coming through with more of this aggression. Safe's hitting the shots on the AWP. Safe pair of hands is this all, but not going to manage the third. It felt like he was going to. Malbs MD arrives to the bomb site just in time to reclaim that kill. So this round is salvageable for G2.
Interesting little boost happening over this smoke. Hopefully, Drop, who is in A site, does not get exposed because then... Oh. Thank God that table ends where it ends. And they're going to go for the I thought they were going to go for the reboost. That would have been really smart, but...
I think they were going to, but that nade kind of ruined the idea.
What have you made of the Snacks comeback, Stan? You enjoyed his presence here in G2 so far, his contributions?
It's been interesting for me. I think... individually, he hasn't been performing too well, but then again, does he really have to? I think obviously he's calling our great T side, and maybe he's bringing a really good cohesion to the team. So yeah, he's doing his job as IGL.
He's got a strong aura as well, I would say. Kind of seems to bring good vibes, good energy, working with Taz as well. Just kind of nuts to see him back in like this position after like 3 or 4 years of playing like tier 3 CS essentially. Kind of insane.
I think Gamer Legion was a good temporary home for him. I'm sure he learned a lot about himself as an IGL and how he views the game. And now, you know, getting right back into tier 1, I think that helped him a lot, for sure.
I can't tell if they really do want to go for
this.
They
fancy this 10 seconds, boys. Malbs will have to hit a banger here. Not going to happen. And it's a clean round.
That's
2
what
in
I'm
a row.
talking about.
Yeah, that's nice.
Branson is shooting very well this game, and I think they need to start using him a little bit more. Safi is starting to activate as well, and I have a feeling, honestly, that this could be, you know, tied up by the end of the half.
All right. That's a Stanislaw kind of vibe check on the game there.
He was feeling it a little bit too much going for that 3rd kill, but hey, sometimes you just got to do it.
Yeah, you know, you got hot hands, you got 2 kills already. You're kind of in the moment. Screw it, go for the 3rd. You've earned it, so let's go. G2. Some problems getting posed to them now, but Malbs don't really care. How's he viewed back in NA? Because obviously came from like years ago, would have been like Team 1. That was the one where he kind of really threw himself into some limelight. And then everyone started to take note. You had the M80 game where he actually played G2 last season and played incredibly well and then gets picked up by the team. How's he kind of been regarded out in NA? How are folks talking about Malbs MD?
He's the donk of NA.
Yeah. He's like the NA donk.
That's cool.
Right.
All right.
It's the best way I can describe him. All right. MIBR in a 4v5. I didn't necessarily understand the play that Exa made. He just walked out A main by himself. Didn't seem like there was much thought behind it, but hopefully they can bring the round back. They're going to have to go into some kind of gamble. You always have to when you're in a 4v5, and it seems like that gamble is going to be B, and it's the correct gamble.
Okay. Set the scene quite nicely there. Got to try and take some territory outside of B main. Get some information. The flash should be decent here. They get a couple of kills. There's a third available as well. But it's m0NESY with the bomb on his back, AWP in hand, and Insani will tuck himself in the corner. Great shots and brings them back into favor for the round. We have got Safe behind the smoke. Difficult to find a divisional footing into this one, but he has got a chance of the no-scope. Nails it. Takes down Snacks, and we've actually got a fighting chance here. It was looking like a precarious situation, and m0NESY hits yet another stinker of a shot as it brings it back into a 2 versus 1. Safe, though, up against his mouth. Should be able to win this. No problem. They recover. A difficult scenario. They stack the bomb site. It works out for them, and Safe delivers a hat trick.
That was huge. Not only did they stack the bomb site, but they went for a re-aggression play and caught G2 completely off guard. m0NESY almost brought them back into the round with, I think he had 3 insane op kills that round.
What a great flash that was.
Man, he is so quick, m0NESY.
Yeah.
Maybe he probably shouldn't have been holding... Well, if we can get his POV maybe later, maybe he already had the line, but, you know, in those 2v1s, you really have to play them carefully, especially if a teammate of yours is low.
Guys, that's going to be 3 rounds in a row. They were 6-0 down. We said 6-6 was still possible. They're on track to do so. Up against the Pistols now. We got those Tech 9s.
G2 wins this round.
Dude, Julie's on T side. I don't understand. Some players are doing this recently. Like, I don't get it. It doesn't seem to make sense. Like, you got the P250, the Tech 9 available. They're going Julie's T side. Is there any logic there? Like, for me, it's a defensive weapon. You're waiting for them to come around the corner, right?
I've never been a fan of Dualies on T side. I've never even tried, so maybe I'm missing out on something.
Exactly right. It's like the P250 exists.
No, you are definitely seeing it more and more.
Right?
Sometimes I wonder, like
Xantares does it all the time.
Yeah.
T-side eco, so just get Julies. I'm like, that doesn't... Surely there's a better gun for the job.
I think it's because up close you can still like burst someone down at the sort of pace that you can with like a P2.
Right.
But I always prefer Tech, P2, Deagle, really anything other than the dual Berettas.
I hate the Julies, to be honest. I drop them all the time, but yeah, it just doesn't really feel like they ever delivered the goods in anything but the pistol round.
But you know, some of them, like, I don't know, whenever you watch someone, like Zywoo is a very prolific guy with the dualies, he's so quick at spamming them.
Right.
When I see him doing that, I'm like, oh yeah, this is why, like, no shit, he's buying dual Berettas, the guy can fire them like it's an M4, like, you know, so I think it's, you know, if you got that finger tech down, it's a horrible sentence, but if you got that down pat, you're good on the dual Berettas.
You know who else shoots them really quickly? Hunter.
Yeah.
I feel like every time I see Hunter, he's like... maybe there's some kind of test we can do to see who is the fastest dually shooter.
That's a good segment.
He's coming up with content and everything.
Segment.
Stan, we might have to talk about hiring you full-time, or at least for the part-time.
This is all fun and games, man. I'll do it free of charge. No need to hire me.
Free of charge. Well, be careful throwing that out, but...
Yeah, always charge.
Yeah.
All right, well, 4 in a row now. Making light work of those Tech 9s, those Julies. No real damage done as MIBR have brought this game back to life. A resurrection of sorts. It was looking grim. It was 6-0. And now, with the advantages, with the firepower, Snacks have to make do with the Galil. He's currently 2-7. Nico certainly slowed down since MIBR putting rounds on the board here. Smoking towards mid.
I think MIBR is starting to play a perfect half of CT Anubis. You know, you got to mix in some early round aggression, mid round aggression, late round aggression. They're starting to do it all, and it seems like their plan this round is to do a mid round aggression on the mid doors. They're going to let G2 have this space and flash right back in. There's the flash.
Oh, huge nade.
Didn't pay off this time, but it was a good idea.
Drop isn't dissuaded though. He wants to be part of this fight, and it doesn't work out for him at all. Surely the round now going in favor of GT, but they're still going to go for it. They've got lots of cash. They've got the desire to bring this one back. Insani looking for the triple. Can't quite find it. Safe can still save the day here. Great shot in a 2 versus 1. Ooh. He's actually in the right position as well. They are going to smoke off the cross. And he's going to fall back. He thinks it's a ruse, and he's actually made the right read here.
Oh my god.
This could be sick.
He's calling the most insane bluff right now.
This could be wild.
No, he's going to hear the footsteps and everything. First shot lands, that Snacks dead! Wow. And there's the clutch!
Oh no, what a disaster.
What a read! What a play! That is beautiful for G2. That's going to leave a mark. That's a 1v3 that goes the other way.
It was a 5-on-3 to kick off as well. They had full control. and it all goes wrong. Save gets a little entry. They find out where he is, and they hightail it. Stan, have they made a misplay there? Did they not consider all the options?
100. You had the A bomb site. Just take the time to throw a proper camera smoke. You know where he is, and then he has to come through a smoke. I think they underhanded one and missed it, and you know that's why they kind of scared themselves out of it.
Damn, what a read though. What a clutch. 5 in a row now. The morale's going to be low for G2 after giving that one up, and they've got to enter the final round of play with an eclectic bunch of weapons here. We've got the Galils and MAC-10s, a couple of AKs, lack of utility, boosting over towards middle. Now Nico to close the gap. It is actually relatively open. They've sacrificed that. 2 players in towards A. You can see Drop watching the camera from mid.
Every time we see the little pixel gap, man, Stan just looks...
Valve, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, that needs to go. That's not cool.
I think a lot of people are anti it. It's like just risk-free information, which
Right.
we're
Yeah,
never
that's
a
true.
fan of. Feels like you should always have to take some sort of risk. But this could be G2 looking to get in right at the end of the half here.
They have crazy map control right now. They're all the way in CT spawn, and it seems like they're trying to do some sort of B split. Maybe they were considering A, but Malvs goes down pretty early, and now they're shifting their focus to B.
Nico.
Dude, it's the sheer number of them in spawn. Like, you are aware that there was a gap open. I don't think you were ever expecting 3 dudes to walk in through spawn and open up this B play.
Ooh,
Not
is that
the
enough?
openers from Nico, as he looks to be the man to put G2 back to their winning ways right as this first half closes out.
They're going to have to go for this. It's the last round. It's going to be very difficult. Drop is walking in T-spawn. I don't think you have time for that.
It's fair. It's a fair assessment. He is going to get here very, very late.
Yeah, that is true.
Time's kind of running out here, boys.
Done.
There's a lot of time ticked off this bomb, so I'm not favoring their odds in the 2-on-4. G2 know they're not saving, so everyone's just waiting, willing to die with that bomb. And Hunter will go on to close. That first half ends up 7-5 in G2's favor.
And here we are with the pre-match interview. I've got Taz, and we're ready to talk about G2 esports. Isn't that right, Taz? How you doing today, buddy?
I'm really good.
Okay.
Hey.
How's the energy on the team today?
Energy is good. Energy is fine. We are ready to play.
So what the hell have you guys been doing all day long with yourselves? Like as a unit, as a team, or you guys just going solo? What happens?
Oh, hell. We have some arrangements around the day when we meet, when we start. So everyone had some time for themselves. And happily, we had a last game, right?
Yeah, everyone's stoked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's one of the topics of conversation throughout Pro League now. It's becoming a little bit more obvious which teams like to hang around each other and which teams don't. Is G2 one of those teams that likes to hang around each other when they're not in the server?
I mean, definitely. We are like, we feel good inside the team. Everyone has good vibes. And I think that everyone likes to be around each other, yeah.
So a lot of meals together, a lot of time spent reading like storybooks. I know you do like nighttime stories or what?
Hey, you know, like after Jax left G2, Ilya needed someone else, and they took even older guys. So yeah, here I am.
Taz, you've been playing this game a long damn time. Some people would say that's too long. I didn't say that personally. I don't feel that way at all. On the opposite side of the server today are two gentlemen that have also been playing for a really long time, and Bit and Knack. Tell me about that from the MIBR perspective.
I mean, for me, it's awesome that we will play against each other. I remember that we played in 1.6 times, and it was always hard. So I'm just happy to have them here and just playing against them on the high level.
Any surprises, DeVito, before I let you go?
Actually, we expected the veto, so happy with that.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll keep it at that. Thank you very much, Taz. Let's do it.
They expected the veto, but did they expect this? After a 6-0 start from G2, MIBR were able to streak together 5, and it wasn't until round 12 on the half that Nico stepped up big, and they took that big old flank in through the spawn, that they finally broke that streak that MIBR were on.
It's all things considered, Stan, that's a pretty good half. Recovering the 6-0, couple rounds in it. You're on the T side now, they can still bring this game back to life.
That's a great time to come alive in a half, late CT, because now you're going into the T side, you're going to have AKs, and like I said, they were shooting well last half, so I can only imagine this half how they're going to be shooting.
5 players towards Rugs. Looks like a execution, but Snacks has got something up his sleeve. Unleashes Nico on them. Meets him at the choke point, and it's going to be a couple of kills here for Nico for the looks of things. Only good for 1, but here comes the backstab from Malbs as well. Uncomfortable now. That execution is going to have to wait. They are scrambling, trying to find utility, but Insani delivers headshots here. Hunter at the back of the bomb side. They don't anticipate it, but he hasn't done much with the situation whatsoever. This round is collapsing for G2.
Every team needs a guy that does that, right? That just jumps corners, and on my team, it's me. It's not always fun, but look what happens.
Yeah.
If that guy did not jump over him, who knows, right?
Yeah, no, it's very, very true. I mean, we've seen that before, even in like eco rounds, having someone kind of play decoy and just there to throw the aim off, you know? If you can get ahead of the crosshair, you're in a pretty good spot. G2 trying their hand at this retake, sure, but time is of the essence. Malbs makes it interesting, but Insani is the one left standing. With MIBR now securing themselves a pistol, this should be about to be a tie game.
Should be, but they are going to force buy in the second.
Always a little hesitant, right? On
There's
these.
no way of knowing for sure. That's what we always have to say. They are going to force buy. We're seeing Desert Eagles. Makes sense with the range available here on Anubis, and some MP9s in the mix as well. But Insani was always going to win this one. The bomb was too far gone. They had no kits. A very important second round here. If G2 can win this, they're right back in the driving seat. Give it up, however. It's full eco up next, and MIBR will be taking the lead to what was once a 6-0 lead for G2.
Seems like their plan was to early push mid, but a nice little idea from MIBR to stop that with the double mollies, and now they're going to have to adapt and go towards the end of the smoke. They're going to still go with their plan, but Insani is sniffing it out. Good. And he does not finish the kill.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay, now we've got this push coming in from the B side as well. Breno under a lot of pressure. Should be dropped at the same time. We've got a 5 versus 2. Exit and drop. They don't have the firepower to deal with this one. It's the MAC-10s. A little bit of utility to work with as well, but Hunter's already deep behind enemy lines. You've got the bomb dropped in T-spawn as well. I don't see a world where they can bring this one back, unfortunately. Trying to farm some kills. I guess hold on to the MAC-10s at this stage, because they're going to have to force buy in response now.
Yeah, it's a small detail, but you gotta be very consistent in the way that you spam that bridge smoke, because like you just saw, if you stare at it for 1 second too long, a flash is gonna come through. You gotta make sure your timing is right on that.
Yeah, it's the worst feeling in the world. You just gone for like 30 bullets, spam, getting the reload in, pop flash, and it's like, well, that's me done. That's my round over, lads. They are coming.
It felt kind of bad for Breno, who hit like both the bad timings in trying to like course correct. So he was meant to like lend a helping hand to mid, but at that point he was looking at B, so then he goes to look mid as they push B. It's like good timing on the push from G2, and it threw off the guy that was supposed to trade out those kills.
It's all preventable though, you know, even if, you know, you're spamming that bridge smoke, if you're about to reload, call over a teammate, say, hey, I'm about to reload, watch this smoke for me, and that would never have happened.
Oh, they're going to lose everything by the looks of things here. 5 players.
After time.
Oh, that's such a good call as well.
Was it after time?
Yeah, it
was.
is.
Beautiful.
Drop $100. Okay, that's actually massive. Now you do have the force bind. You got one player with Glock, or I guess a P250, perhaps, if someone can drop that, but he's going to be having a rough round here. Scout is being brought out, and all of a sudden, that great work MIBR have done to get back into this game starting to slip away. Unlikely they win this round, to be quite honest with you. I don't think they even have any util to go with the Tech-9s. They've got one nade and a flash. How are you going to make this work?
Man, they just left the drop hanging dry. No one dropped
dude,
them a P250
nothing.
or anything.
They got
This
the
guy's on a
HE over the
Glock armor.
P250. No, I need to say G, man. I need it. It's quite important to the round, actually. You go with the Glock no armor. He's got to be the cannon fodder, I suppose. Send him in. I just don't see how they make this round work. Like, this Force Spy's got nothing behind it.
Well, hey, they can nade that smoke open in mid at least.
That's a good point, Harry. I didn't consider that.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what they're going to do. Could right-click it in, but no one seems to be ready. Here's the nade. The famous grenade. Just going to be going towards HUD, I think.
But look, this is how Drop kind of low-key gets his revenge. He waits nearby. Now Insani's dead. There's a Tech-9 in middle.
Why is the Glock no armor baiting the Tech-9 armor?
He just wants that upgrade, bro. He wants the upgrade. Sitting on his hands. Yeah, that's a really good point. That's why I said presumably the Glock will be the decoy, as it were. But this Scout will have to do some serious work at this point. Smoked off again. I don't think they really had any intent behind this Force Spy. I don't think they had a game plan.
No, you got to feel for MIBR. They won the pistol. You can tell that they had a good second round planned, and they get ecoed. And now they're going to have to reforce, and their morale is probably really low.
I think, yeah, once you lose a player after time as well, everything's gone wrong. The wheels are falling off at that stage.
Right. I think, yeah, you're just going to have to get as many kills as you can here, and hopefully Safi can lead the way with the Scout.
You're opening with this Scout. I don't think they're going to give you many opportunities. 20 seconds now. We've got Nico waiting in the wings as well. They'll take the aggro from the dark room. Should be a foregone conclusion. Didn't like this from MIBR. Maybe another timeout was required because they just didn't seem to have any idea or philosophy going into that one. Just Tech-9s and one nade. Nothing to speak of. And then, yeah, Nico, I think you're right. I think they are going to be full eco.
Yeah, I thought like they were at least going to like use that nade to fight mid, because then Drop, like then him not facing made sense. It's like he can grab a Tech-9 if someone dies in that fight and there's a smoke down. But Insani actually like ran the fight through middle, so it's like, well, that's just gone. That's
Harry,
$800 gone.
Have a look in the mailbag. Any questions for Stan on this full eco?
Yeah.
This is one of those rounds we don't really have to talk too much about.
Stan the GOAT is the subject line of this one.
That was from me.
It's from Hans. And they say, Stan, do you have casting experience? You're great.
I do not, but thank you, Hans. I mean, that's very nice of you to say. We love some positivity in this hateful world sometimes.
Not much of it kicking around our industry. So, yeah, that's a good point. You've done a great job so far. One of the best.
Read me a mean one now.
Well, this is from Reed, funnily enough. His Wikipedia page says he can speak Polish. Is this true? And if so, when is the Taz Snack Stand super team
Good
incoming?
question.
Yeah.
Question of the day, actually.
Okay, I can't speak Polish, and it's very conversational, but I cannot possibly imagine playing Counter-Strike, thinking in Polish, and also communicating in Polish. Zero chance.
So we're never going to see the dream team being brought together then?
No, sorry.
It's out of the question.
That's out of the question.
Oh,
Damn.
okay. Well, at least you got the answer, though. Thanks for your question.
I mean, we got a tiny bit more time, right?
Yeah, give us one more.
Rolling.
Veets, make sure you read
You wanted
through it
a
first.
mean one?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So we'll give you one. This is from Connor. Hey, Stan, when are you ready to retire? Do you think you would be a coach because you're so smart about the game, or would you still want to play into your late 30s? Because you were one of my favorite IGL.
This one's really nice.
It's nice, and asking when you're going to retire. But I thought that was mean at first, but actually
just a little
nice.
subtle, like, retire already, you old piece of...
They've just thrown that in right off the top.
No, as long as I feel good and I feel like I'm performing and not letting my team down, I'm going to keep playing. I love this game too much. I've been competing for way too long to just give up when I'm so close to getting back into the Tier 1 scene. So I'm going to keep on grinding until, at least for the rest of the year, I want to make that major in China, you know?
Let's go.
Yeah, I like that. That is some fighting words from
It's got some
Stanislav.
fire.
Well, because you actually kind of went on like the journey of like building all the way back up.
It's been rough, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got dust all over me, wrinkles, battle scars.
These are the team comms. Sorry, we sometimes bring them in.
That sounds like a broken down car engine.
They just drop that on us sometimes. I'm not sure what that was or who it was. But there was noise. There was something there. We're going into that B bomb site. It's MIBR trying to find their footing. What's happened there? He's gone into his own molly.
Oh dear.
I'm not sure what's gone down, but he is dropped to say the very least. It's going to be m0NESY to close things out here. 2 versus 1. Safe can win this, however. It's an important moment. m0NESY trying to lock him in. He spots a player towards CT as well. Ooh. Gets the first kill. Should be enough, actually. He's got the smoke to cross and get the plant.
All right. Snax on the other end of things. 3 and 9.
Nice nade, though.
Good damage, sure. But Safe's still going to have the time to get out of there if he wants to.
He's owned it.
Got a moment here to actually like pick where he wants to set up to play around this bomb.
Smashed the decision. Oh, it's unlucky.
Oh, as he drops off. That's CS timing.
That was really well played. A small little tip I feel like there he could have done better was just get in that position more quickly. Like there was a small bit of hesitation where he was crouching. I feel like he could have shift walked off that ledge knowing you were not going to make noise and he would have had that kill.
Oh, that's really unfortunate. A fantastic effort, and at this stage of the game, that might be all she wrote. It was a great comeback from MIBR, but now you're force buying around the loss bonus. We're talking Galil's, a couple of AKs in the mix, and you're up against some of the hardest hitting Counter-Strike players in the world. Might not be enough.
They came back on the first half, so
that's true.
It starts now. You guys got to have a really good plan here, and try to keep as many guns alive this round to make sure that you can start your comeback.
Yeah, ever since they lost to that second round force buy, they haven't really had anything to say. It's been relatively flat since then. That force buy with the Tech 9s was very underwhelming. And now Hunter, he jumps up. He's going to be in trouble, though. Great shot from Breno. Finds Hunter, the first advantage they've had in some time here.
Is that how you say his name, Breno?
That's how, yeah, he's either BR and Ezan, or his first name is Breno, and all the Brazilians call him Breno.
Okay.
They asked, and they said, yeah, just call him Breno when you commentate.
Sorry for calling you Brands and Breno.
I like the way you said it.
I mean, it's good.
Cool.
It's the old way. That is how we used to go about it.
All right, so it wasn't just me.
No.
Okay.
This was what everyone did. I mean, the first time anyone saw that name, they weren't like immediately, yes, I know how to say that.
The amount of times I've been called coleslaw in my career.
Coleslaw.
Or stain. They spell it Stanislaw.
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 Got that coleslaw stain up in the booth tonight.
It's definitely coleslaw, guys.
I promise.
I promise it's coleslaw. I know what it looks like. I appreciate that. But it's coleslaw. And for now, we do have that man advantage there, but m0NESY yet to have one of those ridiculous moments here on Anubis. He felt like it's cooking up. This is a nice position for him towards Ivy. Falls back to the cave. Looks like they've done enough to win this round, but time is of the essence. I will say that. 15 seconds. He can deny the plant, I suppose. It'd be a hell of a shot. He's going to go for it, and they go for the safer plant in front of the obelisk. So will they even go for this? Time will tell.
Nah, they're already chilling on A with 3 guys. They're like, m0NESY, see what you can do, but yeah, they're just going to try to save. They not really, you don't feel that pressure to go for it when you're 11-6 up. It's just a very smart decision. Keep the money in the bank. You have 4 really important weapons. As well, I wouldn't really chase, to be honest. You also want to build your money if you're going to have a comeback. You don't want constant Galils or Mac 10s or Tech 9s.
There's Insani taking the risk. Everyone else is playing by the numbers, and even he's being, we'll say, measured. He threw himself out there, see if he could catch that AWP in the spawn. Would have been a nice way for MIBR to get their hands on one. And when that doesn't come through, they're content with 5 alive and a round locked in.
In these kinds of situations, you always have to just take it round by round. You can't think you're 11-7 down. The worst thing you can do is start to have that mentality that, you're so far down and you start to play safe. You don't want to make a mistake, but you should do the complete opposite. You want to stick to your game plan. You want to play with confidence. You always want to play to win.
One of the things that Drop spoke about in interviews with us was he said, now that I'm the captain, when things go bad, in the past, I would be a little more quiet, the rest of the team would be more quiet, but the IGL would just be talking a lot. And now he said, obviously, I'm the IGL, I can't go quiet anymore. I have to be the guy trying to bring the energy and kind of get the team back into it. Is that a hard thing to do when you're on the back foot? I feel like the comms might slow down. People are just going through the motions a little bit more. You kind of are a bit more on autopilot as opposed to super locked in and relaying everything. Is that something that you ever have felt like when you're on just kind of the back foot in a big way?
Yeah, when you're on the back foot, comms are going to naturally go down. And it's just a quick reminder. I always tell the team or someone else, I have a lot of help, thankfully, but someone else will say, bring the comms up, guys. We're not talking enough. We're not sticking to the game plan. And a lot of action going on early.
Yeah, with Nico rolling the dice down the canals. Didn't necessarily work out, but they got the 4-on-4. Definitely discombobulates MIBR somewhat. The original game plan had their feathers ruffled now, and we're going to be going in towards B. Again, m0NESY waiting to have one of those GG moments.
He's all on his own.
Oh, you're right. He's going to have to step up here and hit some absolute bangers. The first one's not bad. Players towards jail. So close, but yet so far. They've got the man advantage. Malv's rotating through, and it looks like this is going to be enough. A beautiful push through the smoke, and it's clean for G2 as they find a map point on their opponent's map pick.
MIBR was taking this half so slowly, and that was a great call to speed it up, but I just feel like they didn't scale together and quickly enough into the bomb site. Two guys scaled left towards Pizza and started throwing grenades instead of just getting into the bomb site. That's like the #1 rule of T-side. Get into the bomb site and secure it.
Nico isn't ready. Wasn't happy with that one, but it's a pretty comprehensive victory towards the end. Map point, that surely is enough here. 5 opportunities to get this one done. As we always say, though, 13 for 1 is the most difficult one to gather. MIBR will be picking up the pace towards Dark, but Incendiary will fend them off for now. Not feeling comfortable, start to peel away from the duel with Malbs, and good reason. This guy is sharp with the AK-47, 19 kills to his name.
I think he's pretty happy to just still be alive after taking the swing out into 3 players holding him. A lucky second chance at life for Malbs MD.
There's some players I feel like that just have this orb around them, if you know what I'm talking about, that they just somehow do not take the bullets that they should be taking.
Plot armor.
Can you buy this somewhere?
Yeah,
somehow?
I know,
I would
right?
love to...
It's like you're watching it, and in the game, like, I feel like it can even happen with your teammates, you know? Like, you're watching, you feel like you're getting one bullet in on every peak, but then you watch them, it's like, man, I wish I got to fight for this long. Like, I got deleted in the first half a second they saw me. All right, MIBR trying to keep the Anubis dream churning. They're going to get past Snacks, who is the one defender actually in the site. Nico's been smoked off over in heaven. If he doesn't find something soon, I mean, all the G2 are here, but they're going to need something to bring them back into this round.
It's a difficult retake, to say the very least at this point. A 5 versus 4. AWP on the retake. Distinct lack of utility. They've got a single flash and a smoke. They're still feeding this one out. No one committing just yet. They've got players towards heaven, seeing if anyone will pick up a bit of a freebie, if anyone steps the mark, but is anyone going to commit?
I think it's too far gone at this point. They've taken too long. They're still trying.
They have a smoke on Hunter. You could complicate matters, lobbing that on the bomb.
I don't like this now.
But yeah, so late, and they don't even clear the site. Because we've seen like a bit of a rise in the really late retakes coming back in. You're hoping that teams are already either hunting or getting away from the bomb. But I feel like on Anubis, the bomb radius is like, so you're so fine anywhere on this map. It's not like Nuke or something.
What's up with Valve and just the inconsistencies of the bomb radius? What is their logic behind it? For instance, Anubis, you could stay inside of the site and you'd be fine, whereas Nuke, you're all the way in CT spawn and you're still getting blown up for 100 HP.
No, it is insane. You'll be like 30 health running away from like a lower bomb plant and you'll die towards like CT spawn. And I'm like, okay. Feels like I shouldn't be dying here. I'm really far away. Started running like they could have ninja defused me, no kit. I'm that far away, but...
Oh, m0NESY just took max damage in the A bomb site with a counter grenade from T-Steps. That was pretty nice.
It's 55 max. I should know this, but I don't.
I've always said that's the max when it hits you. That's what I think the max is. But yeah, like anything above 50, I always just say max damage.
Yeah.
It's kind of where I'm at with it. Harry,
kind of like a house rule.
Yeah, I just kind of just made my own rules up. I actually don't know. If you know in chat, let us know definitively what the max damage grenade at. 55 feels like pretty much top end, but for now, it's all slowed down. The bomb's in T-spawn. G2 just need one more to close this one out. AK in the hands of Nico. Feels like a done deal.
MIBR had success last round at A. The round before that, they got shut down at B. So I feel like they're going to favor themselves towards A again naturally, but you got to get through Nico, right?
I mean, the last few rounds, he's been like, you know, he's been the guy kind of floating around. He went for that fast mid push in the one prior to last, and last time we see him transition from mid over towards heaven, but this time he's just taking that long line from Temple. And Nico does pretty well in those fights. MIBR are going to try and course correct with the B play. And they knew that Hunter was down here in dark, but it's Nico, the man that they might not be able to get past. Maybe G2's man of the hour here, as he's put up a hat trick. In the round that looks to take G2 MIBR's map pick, it's all Nico as G2 come in swinging with a 13-8 to open up this series.
In terms of calling, so G2 has been putting in the work on the map, so it will be interesting to see how they look after some extra time to just practice.
Well, here we go. We're off to the races, and it's aggressive from MIBR. All 5 players for G2, however, make their way towards Banana. You're going to see an execution here. Expect the smokes towards CT, and of course the coffins, Molotov for either oranges or the new boxes. And there's not much of a flank, but Insani has started to initiate one. Here we go. Does he get the timing? They're aware.
They're all
ready.
looking. They are all
You blocked
looking.
them on B. Why? Don't push. Where are they going to look?
Well, learn about it the hard way.
Hang on.
Breno, though.
Oh, no,
Breno,
not like this. No. Okay.
Breno, it's the 1-for-1, but really it's a 1-for-2 as G2 run up into the A site. There is a quick rotation here from MIBR. Everyone reinforcing this side of the map. Exit and drop, couple of kills between them. And so you thought G2 were going to win this. Now it's just m0NESY. 1v2 clutch up from the short side. They do reposition and give him a little bit of room here. I want to give m0NESY too much respect. Got this crossfire set up, and so Exit swiftly deals with him. What a roller coaster of a pistol round, Yanko.
Yeah, never underestimate G2's ability to lose around with a big advantage. I guess that's the morale of the story. Yeah, but it was just weird to me. You know, drop smokes B, and that's when you push. It's like, you know, they're not going to go B at that time. They're going to hold, wait for the smoke to pass, and I don't think the timing was good for the flank, but didn't matter much. In the end, they over-rotated really fast from B to A. I don't know if G2 had a smoke for small pit, or they peeked before it, or whatever happened there, but into the force buy we go.
Yeah, no bomb planted. Surprising to see the Tech-9s come out. It's going to be Nico going down early, a frustrating kill to kick things off. At range, the MP9 comes out on top. Didn't sound like he had a helmet. And now, a very difficult round. An Apps pop, if you can really call it that. I don't think they have much utility behind this one. Just going to have to go for the contact play. Try and find the drive-by kill on Insani. It hasn't gone well. He's low HP, but now just providing some self-preservation. Locking them out. Good incendiary as well. G2 almost have no grounds to win this. Until Malbs, he will find one on the bomb side. That's a low HP Insani dealt with, but still need to try and find the plant. And they've actually got onto the bomb side now. Good moto smoke. Possible at this stage.
The lobotomist
Oh, yes.
has the best gun out of
The
the
doctor is
remaining
in
three
session.
G2 players. Will he give him the medicine?
Oh, well, it starts with the headshot there. Gonna follow up on a safe, but there's the kill from Drop over on long side. That Galil gets dropped out of the round straight away. Oh, awkward for Snacks. Tries to wrestle his way back in.
Well, at least they'll be force buying again. It comes down to the 1 versus 1. Money farmed up with that. MAC-10 especially, the bomb being planted, gonna have a healthy buy. And you can see it comes down pretty much to the wire, but it will be MIBR to go 2-0. But still, G2 definitely buying into this next round now. Be more of the same, more firepower, more bites behind it with Galil's in the mix. But a nice retake here, nice and calm. Managed to overwhelm the remaining G2 players. And there it is, the AK coming in from m0NESY. The Eagles MAC-10s, there's a Galil for Malbs. Good chance to win this round, and it would completely stifle the economy for the Brazilians if he can pick it up.
Outside of m0NESY, everyone else investing in the nades.
Yeah, I'm expecting a bit of aggression here. And that is a lovely way to kick things off. You just assume he won't run through those flames. You think that's covered. You think that's safe. He barely takes any damage on roots. Finds the opening frag. And they've got a 5 versus 4. And that's going to be a kill as well. Unbelievable work from MIBR. On track to get 3-0 here. And Exit keeps on pushing. He's actually behind enemy lines. They have no idea, but an inkling perhaps. Nico's checking it. Oh, I'm not going to check far enough.
Yeah, I mean, now you fully believe it's clear, right?
Yeah.
And timing is horrific for Nico there. The swing comes out just moments after he's peeled his eyes off the angle. Malbs is now the man trying to sniff this out. This is real awkward for G2.
Oh, the timing eludes him once again. This is rough. It's going to be the eco coming up next, I'm afraid.
Yep, he's still door. Still one door.
Oh.
Okay.
I have to give props to the call for MIBR.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
really, you know, a very good call. Their buy is going to be a little bit all over the place. And you're just taking advantage of the fact that it's surprising there was no timeout for either side. M4s across the board for MIBR. So this clean round win is going to do wonders for their economy. G2 has to go for an eco in the next one.
Well, 10 seconds to go, Snacks. And he couldn't be more burrowed away if he tried all the way back in T-spawn, but it looks like he will be found out. It's going to be Insani to take him. Easy duel in the end. Snacks not ready for it. And we go 3-0. Partial by a best coming up next for G2 here. Oh, the timings were rough, to say the very least. Nico found out by exit. Now suffering the same fate, and it's going to be the first tactical timeout here from G2, finding themselves in a bit of a hole here on the T side of Inferno. What's Taz got to say about this one? Like I said, he can't really bring much to the table, but he got maximum loss bonus coming up, I suppose, but Nico's gone for the Deagle armor.
Yeah, I don't know really. Maybe a couple of we got this, boys. Don't get mad.
Days, lads.
Don't get mad. You know,
Relax.
we won their map pick, but it's best of 3. Can we get a couple of 1-digs, Nico? And can you do your thing now?
That would be good. That would help out.
Pretty please.
MIBR, did they want to go aggressive again? They've been presenting a lot of mid-pressure.
They should. I like that. Do it again. Do it.
It always seems to fall apart against the Deagles when the CTs try this, though. Smoke down towards bottom and mid. They are presenting themselves like they will push down middle. At least a couple of grenades. And once again, jumping for intel is safe. Could be the final map of week 1 of Pro League here, but MIBR putting up a convincing case. It can take us to a 3rd. And what have they got left? We've got 4 smokes, so an execution of sorts will be coming through. Difficult to really do much with about the flashes. But just going to be basing out CT Uto at the start here.
Exit starting so strong in this second map is like a real bit of an X factor for MIBR, because he's not often the kind of front runner to step up and deliver you a bunch of rounds early on. So if he can keep that going, that's a good sign.
He needs to, you know, brush up his CV as well for when Lucazi comes in. Land somewhere nice.
Yeah.
Is that confirmed?
No.
Okay. Well,
Not at all.
We've mentioned it a lot.
Just wild speculation.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, the rumor is it's not known who he's going to replace, but
Okay.
if Drop's going to be the IGL, then, you know, it's kind of like
I see where you're coming from.
power of deduction
Yeah.
and be wrong in the end. That's my specialty, Harry.
Here come those smokes.
Kind of like a shit Sherlock Holmes.
yeah.
So, we've got smokes down towards the arch and the library. Another one on the bomb site, and here comes the doctor. Opens things up, but Insani and Exit working well with this AK-47. Over Rando, we've got a chance. A real bomb plan will be going forward here. It's all under control. It's all fine. Nico, show us some magic. Both players coming in from the arch side.
Snacks, take the M4.
He doesn't want it. He don't need it.
Oh,
Nico.
yeah, might not actually need it if Nico can tap out the last man. Breno left to try and put a stop to this. Nico's the big threat and will finish the job. G2. I'm going to pick it up with pistols.
Don't you just love it that Taz listened to my advice? In the timeout,
Yeah,
just said, hey, Nico,
we got this.
It's time.
Go get some digs.
Can you
Go
do
get
your
some
thing?
kills.
And there you go, 4K.
He certainly did his thing out there. Doesn't look happy about it, but he gets it over the line. He goes 3-1.
Have you ever seen him look happy?
Sometimes, I think
While
that's-
he's playing.
While he's playing, potentially no.
He's been, I would say,
He looks mad right now.
relatively smiley across Pro League, but on that last map, even while they were winning, he had like a more raged moment than I'm used to seeing from Nico.
Yeah, even though he was the only player that went down in the round, he still looked pissed. This is like,
Yeah.
but I died, guys.
Yeah, they won it with
If
4
I died, we
alive.
messed up.
Wow, Henry. Really think he's like that?
No, I'm just being facetious, obviously.
But we got that out there.
No, the name's been
Your
cleared.
honor.
Yeah.
Harry, if you were a doctor,
Yeah.
which one would you be?
Proctologist for sure. Straight up, don't even have to think about that. He would be perfect for that role.
Be up in there.
What do they do?
All sorts, really. What don't they do?
Yeah.
Vital for society. You'd be helping out the world.
I want to be an animal doctor when I
vet.
grow up.
Yeah. That would be good. When are you going to grow up?
Hopefully never.
No? Peter
Okay,
Pan
Peter
sort of
Pan.
situation?
Yeah,
Okay.
Peter Pan.
Well, they
We
do
got a
say
Peter
Malta
Pan
is like the
situation.
Neverland of Europe. So
Yeah.
you come to the right place. You never age here.
And
If you-
Popeyes is just around the corner.
It is just around the corner. It's a hell of a place. You checked it out?
I haven't been there yet.
And I saw a guy with a hook instead of a hand, so
Okay, yeah.
maybe they call him captain.
Yeah. Oh, Malbs MD. Clean headshot, but there's the crossfire out in top mid. You know, there's some serious numbers over towards this A site, but that won't stop Hunter from trying his luck.
Okay, well, it went so well with the pistols, but not so much luck with the rifles here. 4-on-2 once again. Snacks and Nico have chosen the correct bomb size. Just an MP9 defending here. They need a rotation quickly. Yeah, I feel like we're going to see Breno rotate over any second now. Here he comes. Oh, think better of it. He's going to let Insani go with the rifle as they go for the flank down middle. Surely there's nothing to be said here.
I mean, their smokes are gonna pass soonish.
Oh, smoke's gone.
Dead.
Cover
All right.
him. Come.
Oh, hasn't gone well. Hasn't gone well at all there. Waiting for the smokes to go. An awkward plan in the open. Default plan would have gone a long way there, I would say. But
I mean, again, you don't know if someone is side or he is inside, but time is a factor as well. I mean, there's smokes cleared. There wasn't much time left on the clock. Like, you could also just run to the default plant, fake plant, and then if a guy is triple or something, he will peek. Even the mid take was a little bit, you know, if Snacks commits, maybe then Hunter can find timing to come out taps and they could do something there, but yeah, back to the hodgepodge buy
oh
for
yes,
G2.
got that deagle for Nico this time. Doesn't get given one of the AKs. Could be Monacy and Hunter to wield those. Snacks with the Galil. Frustrating start here for G2 after a pretty nice opening map of Anubis, their opponent's pick. Struggling somewhat here on Inferno. Early days still though. 3 players ready and waiting. More of a passive setup this time. MIBR have got a nice collection of stances. This one allowing them to have middle control. Smokes deployed. That's going to be towards Library and the Arch. A little bit deeper.
That's missed.
I think that is, yeah, that is straight out. That's supposed to go in the Arch, right? Not ideal. Not what you want to see. Oh, the gap is going to be insane for Safe. He can jump up. And actually, he's
Yes, he
maybe
can.
baited into his death.
All right, they get away with that one. G2 have been constantly trying to chase this weaker money. And so this could be their route back in. It's 4-1 right now, but that scoreline's going to close up quick once they break those MIBR bank accounts. And so 4 alive here off of that round there. Suddenly G2 could make this a lot more competitive. They managed to get that one done in spite of an awkward smoke over on long and the inferior weapons.
Yeah, I think Henry was spot on. Safe just got baited by the wrong smoke a little bit. Look, this wasn't a good play from him, and then there's so much that the remaining 2 players need to worry about.
The temptation there, because that's quite a new spot
Yeah.
within CS2. It's really powerful. So like Twist using it to great effect at the start of CS2. So you think I've got this kind of spooky smoke landing on this side, and I can jump up, get a prime angle, a one-way of sorts, and then yeah, the timing was just horrible. And they will save 2 AKs, not the end of the world, but certainly not ideal. G2 needed that, I would say. It was going to be a disastrous follow-up round. 4-2, things started to stabilize somewhat. What's the money like for MIBR?
Not great. I think this is also a bit... The half is a little bit... I mean, strange in a sense of there hasn't been almost any default trying to take banana from G2, which is probably the reason why their Inferno has fell off a little bit. Is like that was their strongest suit with the old lineup, right? Just taking banana control both on T and CT side. Maybe it's something they saw in their preparation, right? That MIBR are content with not fighting for banana, like playing more towards the bomb side, not playing outside of B, and then keeping 2 players there, so that naturally leaves A a little bit weaker.
In smoke dead. Maybe long one more.
Side and pit most likely, boys.
Yeah, one pit. Hold in the gap.
Pit. Yep. I did molly, I think.
Bare pit.
It's bad molly. Still bike.
Still bike. Bare pit.
Pit in pit bike.
Nice.
I smoke small pit, Ilya. Can be mid.
Someone's in pit, I believe. Someone might be in pit. Flush it out.
That was the vibe I was getting from those
Oh,
comments.
here he is.
That's more like it. Nico.
The king is back.
Top banana aggression. Oh. Still a great double kill nonetheless.
A lovely double kill. Trying to protect the rifles is m0NESY. On recovered though, Insani. He knows he has to step up here. He can't just rest on his laurels. Activates and actually gets the cross, and m0NESY. Awkward timing. We've gone back to a 3-on-3 after Nico's solid contributions. Bit of a rough one now. You've lost banana control. You have to go middle. They've chosen the correct avenue of approach. Up short. Bomb's going to be there as well. Quick backstab from exit could prove problematic. Okay. Strong position for G2 here. CTs, though, are they expecting them so close? They're going to be distracted by the incendiary.
Hunter as well is like pushed all the way through the apartments. He's either going to hit this timing or he's going to miss it entirely, and these players in the side
Activated.
get
He's going.
crunched on. But the fact that they've slowed down has given Hunter plenty of time to embark on this, and as he clears out short, that's the round right there for Hunter. Teed up on a platter. Insani might have started this with a double kill, but can't take it any further. Hunter, perfect timing on the activation there thanks to the slowdown from MIBR. And so G2 about to tie this game up.
Oh, yes, indeed. I think that's the money completely busted. Turbulent start here, but G2 on their feet now. Nico activated towards banana, gets a nice double kill. Goes into an awkward 3-on-3, but Hunter activating at the perfect time, gets that double kill. Round done. And yeah, going to be tying things up. Just USPs. Harry, what's up mailbag saying? You got anything for me? Got any gold?
I can have a little browse.
Spin some gold for me.
It might just be questions for Stan.
That's true.
It's fine, I'm his doppelganger, so...
Okay.
Something fun, maybe. We are the fun bunch, after all.
No one who ends the email with kind regards has anything funny to say. And there's his mobile phone in there. Let's call and call this guy right now, Harry.
Bring him into the broadcast.
Sorry, the mobile phone on it. That's kind of awesome.
What was he like, applying for a job or something? What's going on here? We'll hear back from that email momentarily.
I'm trying to work it out.
Okay, is there something there?
The title is Puns for Stanislaw.
Hang on. Okay, it's fine. It's all under control.
Well...
Why did Stanislaw...
I mean...
Why did Stanislaw bring a lawyer to his CS2 matches?
Why?
To ensure he never got legally outplayed.
Okay, is that like a thinking man's joke? Hold on.
I guess it's Stan is law.
Oh,
that's
okay. All right, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, thank you for that. Who's that from?
That is from Ritis. There you go, Ritis.
Thank you very much for the
Shout out
joke.
Ritis Valechkas.
If you can do better than that, send us your jokes. Send it to the mailbag. We've got double smokes down at the bottom of banana. Bit of a miscomm and a bit of a misstep, as it will be dropped to go down first. Nico starting to do some real damage now towards banana. That's what he's known for. CT's now have been playing quite reactive CS, finding some good timings. Nothing to report just yet. Looks like they're trying to reclaim territory towards banana, though. Got that Molotov down towards the logs, and Breno pushing his way down. Oof. Big nade.
A lot of damage with the double nade onto exit. G2, that entry kill came really early in the round, so plenty of time for them to figure out what they want to do. MIBR leaning over towards A to go for that stack. Can't blame them for that, but looks like they're going to be wrong. And still Hunter on the lurk. He took up Nexa's old role, playing apps on the T side, giving up Boiler to Malbs.
Key frag here coming in. Hunter doesn't like what he's seeing. Oh, it's all perfect as well. So he spots 2 players towards quad, baits them in, keeps them this side of the map. Job done. It's a bit of a gamble stack, understandably so. And yeah, unfortunately it's going to be saving.
Because their utility wasn't amazing for this round either, so if it weren't for that, maybe they could still try to hold it for a little bit, to try to make a play, but with the limited utility and the man down, you feel like you have to take a risk, and you know, if they don't lose any more of these guns, they'll have a full buy coming into the next round as well, so still in the fight.
Yeah, I feel like it's still, you're still on like the awkward economic like early game. You went from that 4-1 lead, and MIBR, every single time they've tried to go for these saves even, G2 is still willing to push and prod and go for the hunts. So they're doing a good job of
And
like...
they have Hunter.
Yeah, exactly, right? He's literally, it's in his name.
They have to. Just like Malbs has to hit the headshots because he's the lobotomist.
Exactly. So they just tried to save 4. They only get out with 1. So they went from being able to buy this round if they saved on everyone, or even on 3, they would have been able to. And now they can't, yeah. So things are actually going to go from bad to worse.
It's actually a 180.
It's a whole 180, a complete role reversal almost. Be like if Hunter was ever saving.
Yeah. Wow.
Another one of those rounds here, I'm afraid.
Or the lobotomist was just getting body shots.
Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. It just doesn't feel right.
Or if Insani was making sensible plays. Or if Exit was the entry fragger.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Or if Exit was staying.
Or if Drop was picking up guns.
What about if Safe was being really risky?
Yeah.
Or Breno.
Or if Snacks went on a diet.
These all keep working so well.
Or if Monacy was broke.
But then you have Breno and Nico, and you can't do anything there.
Or if Breno had a normal nickname instead of Beranazan.
B Aranazan. They're pushing banana. B Aranazan. But so we're done here. Not the most exciting round, I'm afraid.
I think we made it pretty exciting.
Oh yeah, we did our best. Will this be the elusive unicorn round though? Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's waiting for another one.
No, look at Hunter.
Oh yeah, he's ready. He's ready at T-steps. He's going to be part of the action here.
There's some jokes in the mailbag.
Okay, some good ones.
Well, we'll see on the goodness.
Some jokes.
So we have... I'll go to this one from Jay.
Okay.
It says, question for YNK. That's Yanko.
That's me.
You seem like a miserable man.
Good start.
Thank you.
Insane
Crazy
opening.
opening line.
What's your favorite skit you did for Pro League?
Where to start? What a career you've had.
I've done so many. It's the one where my room is really far away.
Yeah,
that is good actually. That's low-key a banger.
It's a low-key
So
banger.
underrated.
Yeah. The buttons, Harry. The buttons.
But that one spawned from like a real life situation.
My room is
like
legit
the furthest
That's
room
not a
in the
parody.
hotel.
That's just straight up. You just came up with that on the fly.
Yeah.
Okay, it was cool. It was really funny. I like that one a lot. That's a good shout.
And I'm not miserable. I'm very happy on the inside.
Oh, Breno! And Exit, they're all dying. Oh, God.
What a shock.
The insanity.
Oh, this is falling apart at the seams. They do have 2 players of B, at least for now, but getting spotted. Hunter, again, being such a nuisance on the extremities of the map. Is showing presence, not getting a load of kills, but it's keeping them here. They are not taking the bait, though. They're actually in position. Is that a boosted player in spawn? Oh, he drops off. And now the B execution comes through. They're going to go for this. Low HP player to be flashed through. Oh, doesn't work out at all. And it's going to be a 4 versus 2. They're still on side. There's still a chance, I suppose. Got to try and go for some of these rounds. Running out of time and space. What a push this is. Double kill. Looking for the triple. Can't quite connect it. Significant damage. Might not matter too much. Says safe. He's got an AWP and they are hightailing it over towards A. Hunter to lock off the rotations. And it's going to be a very complicated clutch now. Oh, actually, if Hunter oversteps this one, maybe there's a chance. Smoke down towards Moto. Safe would have to be one step ahead to pre-fire this. Straight up, no scope required.
If his name's Hunter, you're the prey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. And all he could do was pray in that round.
Yes, indeed.
Whenever Yanko does a line, I always wish people could see it. There's always just like this wry smile that creeps onto his face after he said it, with just a blank stare dead ahead. It's perfect.
That's the smile of a miserable man. Oh, this is what you were referencing, Henry,
Yeah,
right?
he just looks a little grumpy.
A little riled up today, that's all. He wants to get this one done. Understandably so. Not too much on the line here. Who's going to the quarterfinals, essentially? Safe battling back. Nice opening pick. Takes down the aforementioned Nico. And we're going to go into a contact play for the apartments. The bomb's down in spawn, though, boys. Someone's got to go pick that up. I assume it'll be Snacks. Off he goes. For the meanwhile, though, creeping out of the apartments. Malbs has been hitting some ridiculous shots this series. That one's no different. Exit to reply, though. Up on towards that quad. And unfortunately, not able to hold on. We go to a 3-on-3 with massive advantage for G2. Can't stress that enough. Smoked off, and the retake has to begin once again. It all starts the MP9, I guess. The best weapon for the job. A boost potentially here. I think this could actually yield something. We'll see if he can catch the player, but they now hear the boost. This is all falling apart, Harry. I don't like it. 8 to 4 is looking likely. Oh.
I mean, that's a pretty significant kill to try and bring you back into this one. Honestly, given over for free, that molly at least forces this push to get split up over on short, but no one swung on the back of it. Now that's Molotov's been extinguished. In they come. It's all eyes on Snacks. 2 angles to watch. Good for the first, but Snacks can't deliver in the 1v1, and so MIBR, it's real close, but they'll pick up that final round to find 5 on the CT of Inferno. right then, folks. G2 might have been slow to start here on Inferno, but it's safe to say they found their footing now. From 4-1 down, they went on to win out 7-5, meaning one more round for MIBR past the first 5.
Yes, exactly,
That was
Harry.
nearly a good sentence. It
An
was
astute observation.
Almost a sentence that made sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, we almost nailed that one. But G2 with a lead on the T side. This could be the final half of Counter-Strike of the week. What a week it's been. G2 will book themselves a place in the quarterfinals. They can pull this one off. We have got nades, smokes, and molotovs. Lots of options here for MIBR. A much-needed pistol. We'll see if they can come out on top. For now, though, a one-man setup. Nico alone towards B. He has got the incendiary and the smoke to work with here. It's going to be setting up the blockade if they come his way. Pop flash for Snacks in hand. What a flash it is. Oh my god, Hunter, that's beautiful. Job done. Everyone just go back to the crossfires now. Or it could still fall apart, but Hunter gets the hat-trick. Still ready to fight. Why is he not going back? Just wants to be part of the action.
Very good question, Henry.
In the thick of it. And they could still lose this.
well, as long as you don't, you're fine.
As long as you don't lose it, you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Worth noting.
No, I don't know what happened to Hunter. He done really like. I thought it was insane that he was still even there when he was getting charged down through Boiler, but he nailed that one.
He must have heard to what we were talking about. You know, that'd be
Yeah,
like if
he's
Hunter
always
was saying, so
hunting.
he has to always hunt. Even
Hunter's
with no
always
bullets.
hungry.
And he's eating good tonight. 3 kills. No problem. Connecting with the USP. Taz is loving it. Hunter looks indifferent, to be fair. So he's not actually too happy with that. But still, we will take it.
The bar's just set very high, clearly.
Force buy. No bomb planted, obviously, but it's going to give it their best shots with the Tech 9s. Difficult weapon to manage. A lot of pace behind this, and Apps Pop, a bit of a classic in these sort of rounds. Monacy, the one sticking around for now. Knows he's done damage, but overstays his welcome in the apartments. They're going to give this one up. Hunter in position. Good grenade, but caught on the timings again, and this is looking too good for MIBR now. Needs a double, Nico gets nothing, and all of a sudden it collapses.
Hoping this second half could be where Monacy finds his footing. Right now he's in Monsley mode. Monsley? Which is like, if he ain't feeling it, he gonna full Monsley. Which I don't know if that's a British village, but it sounds like it could be.
Yeah,
I think this is a really cool force buy from MIBR because they throw the smoke car or half wall and they send one guy full sends it B, so it's looking like a Tech 9 sort of a B rush or fast banana take, right? Usually people overreact to that. I think if this was, in a game that's a little bit more important, I think you will see G2 over-rotate a little bit more as well. And then you go for an Apps Pop, so you hit the opposite side of the map. Still works. Snacks unaware that the player could be this close, caught off guard, and then the whole round falls apart. I think it's also interesting you see G2 switched up the CT positions, right? Snacks was B with Nico, but now Malbs is B with Nico, and Snacks and Hunter are the 2 rifles on A with Monacy going wherever he wants to go pretty much, Harry, because that's him. I think that's most of your firepower on B. Like,
yeah.
Rifling firepower at the very least.
Yeah, so I hope we at least get to see him be pretty active over towards that side of the map.
Well, it all comes down to this. A force buy in response. G2 take the timeout. As we just get ourselves together over here. We are ready for this round, though. It's going to be a good one. A lot of action, I'm predicting here, as they go for some solid banana control. CT smoke to disallow an entrance, but Nico, so blind, gets away with 2 points of health. Round pretty much nullified for him. Lucky to be alive after that grenade as well. And banana control given over to MIBR. He's just trying to slow them down if possible. Flash is going in, smoke deployed. Nico hoping they don't push any further. And he might be in luck. Hunter going to be in between the 2 bomb sites for now. Doesn't look good for G2 here. This might be a save if they end up going towards B. Smoke has now dissipated. And they need some intel. They can feel this round slipping away already. Another smoke deployed towards B.
Oh, Sunny spots one over towards short. Here's the footsteps maybe of the man in Boiler as well, but still not going to get past m0NESY. Still, MIBR was set up so that they could go B if they met too much resistance over there in top mid. So very, very quickly, you're going to start to see Hunter moving around, trying to reinforce this side of the map. This is that one scavenged gun on the cross. Good damage found. Man advantage still lies with G2. At bare minimum, they can look to make this a little more expensive.
It might be saving the AK, though. I don't think you go for this. You hold on to your Kevlar. You take the AK to the next round. I think this is the correct call. It's a nice round, all things considered. Not the worst outcome. Kevlar, MP9s. The round is foregone. NiKo couldn't do anything to stop them. It's not the unicorn round, I'm afraid. There is one player going down. That's that's all I've got for you. Yeah, that's all I've got. We'll save the little they have.
Yeah, they can get a couple of smokes maybe for the next round, you know, go again. But they don't have that great money. MIBR winning the all-important force buy gives them a lifeline back into this game. These rounds are also awkward to play against. You know, they've saved on everyone. They have one AK, some pistols, some SMGs. Have to pretty much treat it like a gun round.
And this time, NiKo isn't 2 HP from the get-go.
That's a good start. Hunter's got that AK poised in middle. Little stack towards the quad side as well. Initial smoke towards Arch has been deployed. Hunter plays in front of it. Molotov, though, will take care of him. Back he goes. Oof, perfectly placed Molotov. In towards the boiler. m0NESY will tuck himself in. No one found. And towards B we go again. m0NESY will be found by Insani. Bomb still down at T-steps. Plenty of time on the clock. Man advantage. B control found. Just Malbs there with a deagle as well. Setting up for potentially another save if they go towards B once again. And that looks to be the case. No one home. Malbs can't do anything really. He can spam the smoke on the cross of a deagle. Maybe he steals one away beforehand. A chance to do so now. Not going to happen.
Oh, wait, but maybe. Maybe it's the moment. They're all walking in a line. Come on, Malbs, do it. This is it. This is Malbs. The lobotomist. Ah, well, would have been epic.
Well, that's round. Exit out. Should find one more. They're not going to go any further than the boiler.
If he wants to stay true to his name.
It's rough. It's rough. It's a rough attempt. And now they look to double swing him. But wait, what if this is actually great for Exit?
Well, that's not the kill we expected.
Oh, that's perfect.
I feel like these have been the 2 longest rounds of my life.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like these 2 rounds have somehow taken 27 minutes. I feel like that guy from Interstellar, right?
Yeah, when he gets back on to the...
They get back to the station and, you know, it's been like an hour for them and it's been 50 years for him. Like,
yeah.
It's been 50 years for me, Harry.
Trying to think, man.
You've got something, come on. You've always got something.
No, all that's being said in my head is like, you know when Matthew McConaughey goes, TARS. Like he's talking to the little robot guy.
Man.
Yeah, for some reason that's all I can think about. From that film.
It's a good film.
And like the spinning, the various spinning kind of musical interlude parts. And a spinner of an opener here is Malbs. His world has been turned upside down. B-play now coming through, very quick with it, but not slick with it. That's Hunter. 2 kills back, and now NiKo. Good position. Looking over the lip of this smoke.
Yeah, it's his own smoke as well. Created that opportunity. Nice angle. Cool idea. Fends them off, though. Hunter does the heavy lifting. B is under their control, and he's actually going to allow Nico to hold that by himself. First round since the pistol for G2 available here. Spoke towards Moto. And 3 players on this side of the map for G2. Should be their round, but we'll see if they can hold on. Snacks with the Famous. They still have decent utility on this side of the map as well. Monacy still has incendiaries, grenades, flashes. Snacks has the smoke. Nice sort of flash to peak arch. Oh, doesn't work out though. Still in this round. Nice nade.
Boom.
Doesn't take him down. That's so unlucky. Gets a follow-up kill. And they're going CT spawn. Nice call, actually. Nico reads it. Just needs one here.
Because they got to be quick. They ain't going quietly about this. Nico.
Oh, the flash, though.
Full blind, but the peak just a couple of seconds too late.
Job done.
Bomb away from them. 15 seconds. Oh, and he even missed picking it up. From bad to worse for exit. There just won't be time here. They're already up through Banana. They could swing him right now. Snacks could end this. And he will.
Good
Clean
round.
stuff. G2 maintain that lead.
Well, Nico just had to get the 1 kill there. Even while fully blind, he manages to pass the test, deny the plan. And it's going to be AKs recover for G2 as well. Snacks and Monacy to hold on to those.
That was really lucky for Nico there that the guy
right.
doesn't full clear him immediately. You know, there's a little bit of shoulder peeking there. But the saved AK from Hunter bears dividends.
Yeah, he did some good work there. Double kill when they try to make their way in towards B. And speaking of which, we're getting right back into the action here. Insani, front of the pack.
Crazy
gets found
play.
by Malbs. And it doesn't work out, but they have done damage. Can Insani's death be vindicated? We'll see. It's going to be Monacy, though. And, well, that's going to be round. Good job here from Malbs in general. The MP9 did some serious work. And 5-on-2 as quick as that. Double digits, boys. Oh, this could be a long save,
bro,
Yank, I'm
this
afraid.
sucks for MIBR. It's like,
That'd be a long round.
has really just started. The buy time
Long old
didn't
wait.
even expire that long ago, and here you are in spawn.
Okay. Mailbag. Mailbag me.
Mailbaggy.
Yeah. Come on.
All right.
Spin me some gold.
These are made-up names, by the way.
We're just going through, making sure that this is safe for broadcast before we read it out.
All right.
It's a good one. Sounds good.
This is from Kalina.
Okay.
During round 15, after you guys were insufferable with puns, my wife sees drop down at 16 HP and goes, "Will he die? Will he die?" My wife goes, "Yeah, it's like we've been waiting to drop." Thanks, guys.
Okay.
You bought the pun virus here. I like that.
That's pretty
we
good.
like a good pun.
Insufferable, though. That's a strong word.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm miserable and insufferable.
The big two.
I'll need to do some reflecting after this. I will come back stronger.
Got some more jokes coming
Back
through.
to the Star Wars references.
Oh, perfect.
Anakin, Padme, why won't you let me sleep in your room? Padme, because it's the master bedroom. Because they wouldn't let him become a master.
I don't see me.
Both.
I'm pushing.
One more. That's your C4. He's late. He's up C4 now.
Yeah, I'm coming.
We can play his Diana.
I'm gonna be behind you again.
He's inside. Planting now.
Planting default.
Nice!
Nice, guys.
Yeah, I had seen Nico.
I see this facepalm from you, Nema. Not good.
Okay, huge round for GC to pick up. Got a little bit scary towards the end. Tactical timeout used. However, we go 10-8, 3 rounds away from victory, 3 rounds away from the quarterfinals. Taz is feeling it. They're back on their feet. Financially speaking, they're looking very good. Up against 3 pistols and that saved AWP and AK-47 here. It was a long old wait, but we're here. We're getting to the bookend of the last game of the week.
If you want us to restart the game, Henry, you got to solve this riddle. Why do the Swedish Navy have barcodes on their ships?
Something to do with IKEA, I'm guessing.
To Scandinavian.
Okay, that's not bad. I like that. I actually like that. That's a good one. Riddles.
pretty fire.
I think you could do more riddles on the broadcast.
Thank you, Matt. Anyway, here we are. G2, double digits. MIBR, they've got this AWP and that AK. That's what they've really got to work with here. Bit of util and everyone else as well as they put money into this round.
This is for the game, I would say. G2 get this one with no plan. I don't see MIBR recovering this one, but we'll see if Safe's AWP exits AK-47 will save the day here. The Tech-9s have been elusive. G2 have crumbled under the pressure a couple of times.
Monacy doing the Zaivu so far in this half. Pretending he's not an AWPer.
True. Very proficient with the rifles as well. And it's going to be an all-out A assault. All 5 players ready and waiting. Utility still in reserve here. We've seen the smoke approach in towards the arch, in towards library. Trying to get some basic mid-control first. Got towards arch side here. The smokes will be deployed momentarily. Not before Safe will check out the close angles of the AWP. Well, he might get a kill here. This is the chance at the moment. Nails it. That's Monacy down. Nico to pick up the pieces.
Oh, smoke goes in, but they peek a little ahead of it, and so drop offered up for free. MIBR now just try to wrap up through the short side, but there is this crossfire between pit and site. Nico's even played through the moto smoke, so this won't be easy for MIBR. They run right into 3 sets of guns there and end up paying the price for it. Good reaction from G2 to make sure everyone was ready for that short pop.
Like I said, that's at the GG moment right now. No plan coming through. Loss bonus not really established. They have $2,400 per player come through, and 11-8, 1 round away from series points. Yankee, you can't even, I think you have to eco this one. I don't think you can force and you can't partial.
Absolutely. You have to eco and sort of just hope that you can win 4 rounds in a row to force it into OT. G2 is not even in reset territory, right? There was like 1 guy left alive, they were completely broke and didn't have a goodbye. And you're like, okay, we can still do it. It's hard to win 4 full buys in a row on T side, Inferno.
Running out of time and space here. MIBR, what have you got for us? A couple of Tech-9s in the mix, but like I said, you can't even really present a partial buy. Like, you can't get Kevlar to go with it. You just have nothing for that final round. It's unlikely you do anything with this particular setup. You got 2 flashes. I would assume it's like rush apps, 1 player flashing from top and middle.
When I flash, I was always dabbing.
I was as well, but they were...
What was that?
He was dabbing when I flashed because he was blind.
I see.
Hunter was as well, but not as bad.
All right then. So, like we said, a few upgraded pistols. That is about it. G2's round to lose, and Lord knows we'll give it a good go.
Absolutely, Henry.
Silent boost. They don't have to be part of these fights. No one-on-one need to be taken. Force the hand of MIBR. And like we said, an apps pop looking likely. A couple of flashes from middle. It's very much to be expected. It's like the only strat you can really bring.
Yeah, Snacks is in a really good spot to deal with this, though. Oh, no, he's backing up. He just drops down into the pit in time. Snacks not blinded.
Doesn't get any kills.
Hunter will take them all.
That's unfortunate. He should have got all 4. But as expected, it's a pretty clean round. Safe will flash himself, and we've got series point for G2. Lots of money, lots of open runway. 1 more will do it. And we're going to save, though. Well, let's going to run this clock down a little bit.
Pick up the Tech-9.
We're going to run it down a little bit. There we go. Is that GG, though? Is that enough?
I mean, it feels like it should be. And I think the thing that's always going to be problematic for MIBR is, even though they're only 4 rounds behind, they're not going to get any like freebie rounds on their route to trying to get this game to OT. They're going to have to grind the entire time up against G2, where 1 big moment is enough to rob the game away. It's the spot in the quarterfinals. That's what we're playing for here. Both these teams top in the bracket. Winner of this, locking in a quarterfinals playoff appearance.
And G2 with the 4B opening, right? Using the extra utility early on so that the MIBR players counting nades will say, oh, there's a lot of utility has been spent, and that will maybe get them to try and end the round on B, but that's where that extra set, you know, an extra incendiary, an extra smoke comes in that you don't really expect. That's the purpose of the 4B opening, and it's very safe when you think that the opponents are going to do a default, which makes sense considering, you know, the score and how the half has went so far.
Now they've had time to get everyone else situated over here. At this A side of the map, Hunter smoked off at long, but him and Monacy both doubled up on holding this angle, and Hunter gets delivered one for free, ready for that push. They are so prepared for MIBR to try and take long. If they follow through with this, that might be the undoing of MIBR. G2 backing them forward, flash in to set up Hunter, and he goes on a tear. He's thriving over here at top of middle, is Hunter. And they want to take this one over the line here and now. They're running it safe. That AWP gets a chance to fire off, but the shot sails past them for exit and save. This one looking like it's one bridge too far. Strong start to Inferno, but the ending was all G2 as they look to go sprinting into those quarterfinals. And there's the close. Monacy, the man to do it, finally adorning that AWP and putting it to work on Inferno. Strong showing from G2 across the board. And even though there were some frustrated faces in there, I think it's because they feel like it was less than perfect. But they get the dub here. Mistakes, mileage may vary, but they managed to